What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and I'm out here late night with this Shample mini RC drone, and this one came from Amazon and it's being marketed as a kid's drone. I had another one on the channel like this a few videos ago, and that one, it lit up pretty nicely. This one lights up the same, but this one seems a little lighter, and I must say I think I like this one a little more than I like the sharper image version of this thing. This one has a removable battery for one, and it came with two batteries. Now there is a discrepancy with the batteries though. The two batteries it came with, one is a 550 milliamp hour and the other one is a 450 milliamp hour, but neither one of them look like they're fit to be a 550 or a 450 for that matter. This looks like it's maybe a 300 milliamp hour or 380 at the most, but this one is the 450. The 550 milliamp hour is in there, and it's the same size as this one, exactly same dimensions and all. So I think they're just printing anything on these little batteries now. But anyhow, it comes with two batteries and it has a pretty decent flight time, about 7 minutes of flight. I was getting indoors, so really curious to see how it does outdoors. And what else? This thing didn't give me the problems that the other one did indoors. The other one was hitting the ceiling a lot. It was having a problem holding its height normally. This one was holding its height normally from the go. And you can recalibrate it though. And this one actually has a useful headless mode. And what I mean by that is you can set the headless mode with this one. It locks the heading whichever direction you're facing when you turn it on or power it up, or whichever direction it's facing when you recalibrate it and all. It'll keep that heading and lock it and remember it. And so when you're flying this thing around out and about, if you lose orientation, then you can just flip it in headless mode and bring it back. You know, it'll restore your orientation of it. And so pretty nice that it has that useful headless mode on it. And also it does have a return to home, but you know that just flies backwards down the heading, so it'll just fly backwards towards you. But if you have it off to the side, it's not going to compensate for that. It's just going to fly backwards. But I guess that's better than nothing with it. Lights up pretty well. No camera on it. This is the non-camera version, and I really like these rubber feet landing gear that it has here. They're pretty long and they seem to work pretty well. But let's get this guy up in the air. Check it out. Oh, first let me show you guys the transmitter. The transmitter here, it seems like a Eachine rebrand. I think I've seen this transmitter or even have one from an Eachine branded RC that I have. So looks familiar. Of course it has altitude hold, and it takes 3 AAA batteries in the back. And these companies are finally catching on. They're starting to not put the screw in there, that annoying screw that you have to unscrew because it has this latch on it that already keeps the battery bay closed. I think there was something about some kind of rule or something that they had to have a screw in it in order for it to be declared a toy or whatnot. Not sure if that's still in effect or whatnot, but now lately the companies have not been putting those screws in the back of the battery bay of these transmitters, and I like that because I always just remove them and never put them back in again. So we don't have that. Pretty nice transmitter, works well for what it is. Let's get this guy up in the air. All right, y'all, so we powered it on facing that way. So let's recalibrate it anyhow. Okay, now bring it up. Both sticks to the outside to start the motors to spinning. And so check it out. This one holds its height pretty well. And it's flashing. Thinking maybe the cold has taken its toll on this thing. it's affecting the battery. I did bring the backup battery though, just in case. So let's see. Yep. So we might as well just test the one button to land function. Try that. And it worked. One button to take off. That works. And so let's look at the yaw rate. We're on low rates too. So that's this yaw. Side flying there. Really slow. Forward flight. Backwards flight. Lights up pretty well. Okay. We're on second rate. Look at the yaw. That's the yaw there. Side flying. The yaw did increase a little. Forward flight. Backwards flight. Okay, so let's go into the third rate. We're in the third rate. That's the yaw. A little bit faster. We have side flying. A little bit faster as well. Forward flying. Backwards flying. And this is the best of a funnel we can get. Okay, so I think I'm going to land it and pop the other battery in so we don't get this flashing with it. So, see if I can get a hand landing. Okay, so we're back in effect. Set in the same direction as the heading. One button to take off. So let's go right to high rates. I wanted to do, let me go into low rate and then I wanted to yaw and then switch the rate so you can see the difference. Mid yaw. One thing is flying towards me. So this is yaw on low rates. Second rate, highest rate. So that's the difference there. And let's try a flip. And that's a flip. Backwards flip, it flips in all directions. Forward flip. Let's do that left flip. You get a flip in all directions. So let's slide around a little bit. So it flies nice out here. Not too bad. Not too fast, not too slow. Should be okay for a beginner. And we're going to test that headless mode. And I'm going to show you guys how it's useful actually. So the green is the front, blue is the rear. So let's fly it out here. Let's pretend we lost our orientation, even though we haven't really. The green is facing that way, but I'm going to put it in headless mode. Show you guys. Oops, I pressed the land button. I gotta do it again now because the headless mode is probably changed the heading. So let's land it here, facing our direction that we want it to face. Okay, we're gonna lock the heading. Now we're gonna take off again. I pressed the wrong button for headless mode, guys. That's what happened. So we're back in high rates again. So let's try that again. I'm going to fly it off down here a little. We're going to turn it sideways. We have the front facing to the left there. Even though we didn't really lose our orientation, I'm going to pretend we did. And I'm going to hit the headless mode. And so it's in headless mode now. If I pull back on the transmitter here, it's going to come back. And so I can just constantly yaw and still have control of it. Going left, going right, going forward, pulling back. So it's actually useful headless mode. Let's come out of headless mode. This button right here is the headless mode, the top, what looks like to be the trim button. And the one key return does that too. It'll just bring it back this way. So once again, we're facing to the left there. I'm going to hit the one key return and it flies back towards this direction. Got some traffic out here. Now, I don't know what this thing will do if you fly it off out of range. Not sure what it'll do, but it has a pretty decent range. The range definitely seems better than the sharper image version that I had. It would try to level out when I go a certain distance. This one doesn't seem to have any hiccups or anything. Check it out. So I can take it down pretty far. It doesn't let you flip though until you let off the input, so you can't really fly by and do a flip or anything. The flip is only activated when you let off the input on the right stick and press the button. So we're going to fly it around until LVT. Pretty decent as a flyer at night. Let's see if we can have a little more fun. Fly it around some stuff. Oh man, the battery's going down. Guess we can still fly it around stuff a little bit. And it's just going to try to land once it's done with its battery. Let's see if we can make it between all of this. I don't know if we can make it back, guys. We're going to go around. Oh. Okay, enough torture for this little thing. Let's bring it in for a landing. And so that's it. It's the Shample mini drone. The Shample mini RC drone from Amazon. And it's a kid's drone. Pretty awesome little night flyer. And I think it's a pretty decent drone for beginners. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you guys can see, but this bag